Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So guys, we're back with another session for your UPSC CSAT comprehension practice, and in this session we'll be discussing some random previous year passages so that it may help you in your preparation. So this is part 16 of the same series, and I hope you like the session, and I hope that you get benefited from it. So don't forget to like the session guys, and if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So let's begin guys, but before we go any further, I have the best thing available for you. This is a comprehensive guidebook which includes everything for your CSAT preparation, ranging from syllabus to strategy to sources, all that you need to prepare and that you need, to start your preparation for CSAT exam. So go download this book. This book is absolutely free of cost. The link for this ebook has been given in the description of the video. So go check it out and get benefited from it. So let's start with the passage guys. So I gave you homework yesterday and many of you answered in the chat box. So let me give you the solution for this. So how to find such factual questions or such factual answers from the passage. So what was the question? Mineral oil deposits under the sea do not get completely decomposed because. So we have to find the reasons why mineral oil deposits do not get completely decomposed. So let's read the passage. Crude mineral oil comes out of the earth as thick brown or black liquid with a strong smell. It is a complex mixture of many different substances, each with its own individual qualities. Most of them are combinations of hydrogen and carbon in varying proportions. Such hydrocarbons are also found in other forms such as bitumen, asphalt, and natural gas. Now, mineral oil originates from the carcasses of tiny animals and from plants that live in the sea. Over millions of years, these dead creatures from large deposits under the seabed. So, what happens is over millions of years, these dead creatures they form large deposits under the seabed, and ocean currents cover them with a blanket of sand and silt. So ocean currents, they what they do is they cover them with sand and silt, right? So there is a layer of sand and silt over these over these carcasses. Now as this mineral hardens, it becomes sedimentary rock and effectively shuts out the oxygen. Right, this was the answer. This I think this is that was given. So why does it not get completely decomposed? Because as this mineral hardens, it becomes sedimentary rock and effectively shuts out the oxygen, so preventing the complete decomposition of the marine deposits underneath. So that is the reason it becomes it gets hardened. So then this mineral get hardens and then it becomes a sedimentary rock, and it effectively shuts out the oxygen. So it composts basically it prevents complete decomposition of the marine deposits underneath. The layers of sedimentary rock become thicker and heavier. Their pressure produces heat, which transforms the tiny carcasses into crude oil in a process that is still going on today. So mineral oil deposits under the sea do not get completely decomposed because they are constantly washed by ocean currents. No, they become rock and prevent oxygen from entering them. Yes, they contain a mixture of hydrogen and carbon. That is true, but that is not the reason that they do not get composed. And they are carcasses of organisms lying in saline conditions. It's not that because they're lying in saline conditions, that's why they do not get decomposed. The reason was they basically form a layer, and that layer hardens gradually over the period of time and becomes sedimentary rock, and that prevents the oxygen from entering them, so they do not get completely decomposed. So option B was the right answer here. चलो गाइस, तो कुछ नए पैसेजेस भी आज करेंगे हम. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट वन बाय वन एंड आई विल आल्सो गिव यू होमवर्क. ठीक है, तो उसका आंसर मुझे आपको इस वीडियो के कमेंट सेक्शन में देना. सो व्हाट इज लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द प्रैक्टिस पैसेजेस फर्स्ट. Which of the following is the message that is essentially implied by this? So what is the message conveyed by the passage? हमें वो ढूंढना है. तो पढ़ते हैं पैसेज. In the last decade, the banking sector has been restructured with a high degree of automation. कि पिछले दशक में, पिछले 10 सालों में जो बैंकिंग सेक्टर है वो बहुत ज़्यादा ऑटोमेशन मतलब कंप्यूटराइज्ड हो गया है. सो द बैंकिंग सेक्टर हैज़ बीन रीस्ट्रक्चर्ड विद अ हाई डिग्री ऑफ ऑटोमेशन एंड प्रोडक्ट्स दैट मेनली सर्व मिडिल क्लास. जो और ऐसे प्रोडक्ट्स आ गए हैं बैंकिंग इंडस्ट्री में, बैंकिंग सेक्टर में, जो सिर्फ मिडिल क्लास को सर्व करते हैं, अपर मिडिल क्लास को, मतलब जो अमीर या थोड़े से जो मिडिल क्लास में है उन लोगों के लिए बैंक बना है, या बैंक के आजकल के जो नए प्रोडक्ट्स बने हैं. टुडे there is a need for a new agenda for the banking and the non-banking financial services that does not exclude the common man. So basically he's saying, so after automation and new products into the forum, banking sector has been inclined towards middle class and upper middle class. But what the what what the need of today is, they should not exclude a common man, somebody who does not earn enough, from somebody from a humble background, right? So they should not be excluded from the banking services and these products. So focus should be given on such people as well. So what is the message? Need for more automation and more products of bank? No, that is not the message it is given. Need for a radical restructuring of our entire public finance system? Okay, need to integrate banking and non-banking institutions, okay, and need to promote financial inclusion. Yes, that is the right, that is the right message. It's not restructuring of finance system or integrate banking and non-banking institutions. It's about including everyone under the gamut of the financial services of the country. So that is basically called financial inclusion, right? So if you understand the Jan Dhan Yojana, right? So Jan Dhan Yojana was the zero accounts, the zero savings account that were launched by this government. So these were a step towards financial inclusion in the country. So to bring everyone into the financial, under the financial umbrella of the country, that is the message that is given by the passage. So option D is the right answer. Next passage, guys. So we are given two statements. We have to find which of the statements is right or wrong. So let's read the passage. Safe and sustainable sanitation in slums has immeasurable benefits. So he's saying safe and sustainable sanitation in slums, in those areas where people live in slums, has immeasurable benefits to women and girls in terms of their health, safety, privacy, and dignity. So that's absolutely true, guys. Safe and sustainable sanitation in slum areas, it has immeasurable benefits to women and girls, especially in terms of their health, safety, privacy, and dignity. However, women do not feature in most of the schemes and policies on urban sanitation. However, now contradictorily he says women do not feature in most of the schemes and policies on urban sanitation. जो schemes or policies बनाए जाते हैं, women are not part of that. The fact that even now the manual scavenging exists, people go out and they take a dump in the open. So this is still going on. The fact that even now the manual scavenging exists wants to show that not enough has been done to promote pour flush toilets and discontinue the use of dry latrines. So basically, people still go out in the open for for taking a dump. So that still shows that not enough has been done in this regard to promote pour flush toilets and the discontinuity of the use of dry latrines. So that is the problem with the country. A more sustained and rigorous campaign. So a more sustained and rigorous campaign needs to be launched towards the right to sanitation on a very large scale, right? This should primarily focus on the abolition of manual scavenging. So we are given two statements on the basis of the passage. Let's see. Urban sanitation problems can be fully solved by the abolition of manual scavenging only. Now, is this the right statement? Obviously, it's extreme. That only by by abolition of manual scavenging can the problem be solved. There are many other areas that need to focus upon, right? General awareness of people, breaking the habit and all that. So it's not just abolition of this. There are many other things that need to come into play. And second is there is a need to promote greater awareness on safe sanitation practices in urban areas. That is also true. So sorry, that is true. Option A was wrong. So I think option B was the correct answer. That people should be more aware about sanitation practices, so that everyone can understand the importance of safe and sustainable sanitation and the problems and the challenges that come with it. So option B was the right answer for me. Let's move on to the next passage, guys. What is the most critical inference that can be made from the passage? So हमें inference ढूंढना है, तो let's read the passage. Understanding of the role of biodiversity in the hydrological cycle enables better policy making. So first sentence is always the key, guys. वो क्या कह रहा है कि you have to understand the role of biodiversity in the water cycle, hydrological cycle. It enables better policy making if you understand the role of biodiversity. How important biodiversity is and what important role it plays in the hydrological cycle, the whole cycle of water condensation, evaporation and all that. So how important is the role of biodiversity in this? That enables people to make better policies. Now the term biodiversity refers to the variety of plants, animals, microorganisms and the ecosystems in which they occur. So the term biodiversity, it refers to plants, the flora, fauna, microorganisms and the ecosystems in which they occur. Water and biodiversity are interdependent. This is a very important point. Water and biodiversity are interdependent. If there is water, there will be biodiversity, and vice versa. If there is biodiversity, there will be water. In reality, the hydrological cycle decides how biodiversity functions. And in reality, what happens is in the hydrological cycle decides how biodiversity functions. In turn, vegetation and soil drive the movement of water. That is how they are interdependent. कि हाइड्रोलॉजिकल साइकिल डिसाइड करता है वहाँ पे किस तरह के पेड़ पौधे होंगे, जानवर होंगे, और जिस तरह के पेड़ पौधे हैं, जानवर होंगे, उसी तरह का पानी का मूवमेंट होगा वहाँ पे. सो दे आर इंटरडिपेंडेंट. Every glass of water we drink has at least in part passed through fish, trees, bacteria, soil and other organisms. वो क्या सही बात बोल रहा है कि भाई जो आप पानी पी रहे हो वो पता नहीं किस तरह से कितनी बार कहीं ना कहीं किसी ना किसी इकोसिस्टम से होके गुजरा है, थ्रू फिश, ट्री, बैक्टीरिया, सॉइल एंड अदर ऑर्गेनिजम्स. पासिंग थ्रू दीज इकोसिस्टम्स इट इज क्लेंस्ड. और इस इकोसिस्टम्स के थ्रू जब वो गुजरता है तभी वो साफ होता है. इट इज क्लेंस्ड एंड मेड फिट फॉर कंजम्पशन, और तभी वो पोर्टेबल होता है. The supply of water is a critical service that the environment provides. So it's a critical service, supply of water, that the environment provides to us, and we need to understand basically what he is saying. We need to protect both biodiversity as well as the hydrological cycle of of an area. So what is the inference? Biodiversity sustains the ability of nature to recycle water. Biodiversity sustains the ability of nature to recycle water. That is true. We cannot get potable water without the existence of living organisms. ये extreme options होते हैं, इसके living organism नहीं होंगे तो हमें पानी नहीं मिलेगा, ऐसा नहीं है. Plants, animals and microorganisms continuously interact among themselves. Yes, that is what I was talking about. And living organisms could not have come into existence without hydrological cycle. That's not what he's conveying. So either it was A or it was C. See, biodiversity sustains ability of nature to recycle water. That is true, but it is also the other way around. Water has the ability to sustain biodiversity, so it's not just one way. So I think option C is the better answer here. That plants, animals, and microorganisms continuously interact among themselves. So basically, that is how they, they come into basically. Is it just plants, animals, and microorganisms? Or biodiversity sustains the ability of nature. I think, oh, sorry guys. So I feel, see, I thought it was about water, but it is only given plants, animals, and microorganisms continuously interact among themselves. So that is true. But it was about, the role of biodiversity in the hydrological cycle. So I think according to me it should be option A, because the water is not given. So guys, I thought option C was correct, but I after reading it again, it only talks about plants, animals and microorganisms. They continuously interact among themselves. It's about water supporting biodiversity and vice versa, biodiversity supporting the water flow of an area. So biodiversity sustains the ability of nature to recycle water. I think that is the clear inference that was given. I was taking option C because I thought कि वो interdependence है, but पानी वहाँ पे दिया ही नहीं हुआ, तो option A is the right answer. तो चलो गाइज, तो रीड द ऑप्शंस केयरफुली, ध्यान से पढ़ना होता है, इस तरह से गलतियां हो जाती हैं, बट वी नीड टू बी केयरफुल. तो ये थे आज के आपके प्रैक्टिस पैसेजेस. अब ये है आपका होमवर्क पैसेज. आई रीड इट आउट फॉर यू. अब इसका आंसर आपको मुझे इस वीडियो के कमेंट सेक्शन में देना है, एंड ऑल ऑफ यू हैव टू पार्टिसिपेट. ठीक है, चलो गाइज. तो द पैसेज सीम्स टू सजेस्ट दैट, नाउ लेट्स रीड द पैसेज. व्हाट डज द पैसेज सजेस्ट? इन अ फ्री कंट्री, द मैन हु रीचेस द पोजीशन ऑफ लीडर इज यूजुअली वन ऑफ आउटस्टैंडिंग character and ability. Moreover, it is usually possible to foresee that he will reach such a position, since early in life one can see his qualities of character. But this is not always true in case of a dictator. Often he reaches his position of power through chance, very often through the unhappy state of his country. So a dictator is basically an opportunist. A leader has the ability, or he has the capability, and those virtues will be shown at an early age. So that's what he's saying. So the passage seems to say that a leader foresees his future position. A leader is chosen only by a free country. A leader must see that his country is free from despair, or despair in a country sometimes leads to dictatorship. So guys, let me know what your answer is, and in the comment section of the video, and I'll discuss the answer in the next session. So guys, that was it for today. अगर आपको हमारा कोर्स, हमारे पढ़ाने का तरीका पसंद आता है, तो यू कैन जॉइन अस इन आवर कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव कोर्स, जिसमें आपको हम 100 आवर्स के अंडर आपको यूपीएससी के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं। इसमें सारी कॉन्सेप्ट क्लासेस आपको डे 1 पे मिलती हैं अलॉन्ग विद डाउनलोडेबल पीडीएफ्स एंड प्रैक्टिस क्विजेस। फिर साथ में सेक्शनल टेस्ट मिलते हैं आपको टेस्ट सीरीज में, अलॉन्ग विद फुल लेंथ टेस्ट मिलते हैं जिससे आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो अपनी सिमुलेशन को। वीकली लाइव डाउट सेशंस होते हैं फैकल्टी मेंबर्स के साथ, और लाइव रिवीजन क्लासेस होती हैं जिससे आप अपने रिवीजन को भी कंटिन्यूली अपने फैकल्टी मेंबर्स के साथ लाइव 1-on-1 कर सकते हो। तो दिस इज व्हाट वी आर ऑफरिंग इन दिस कोर्स। If you wish to join us, the link for this course is given in the description of the video. Come join us and get benefited from it. And guys, if you have any doubts, if you have any queries, you can always call us on this number, that is 8146207241. Or guys, you can also share your feedback with us on this email address. So guys, it has been very long. I have not heard from you, so I would like to share your inputs about these sessions on this email address, that is hello@edutap.co.in. That's our email ID, hello@edutap.co.in. So do share your inputs and your feedbacks with us, and we'll be more than happy to help you and serve you in this journey. So thank you so much for your patience, for your receptiveness, guys. I wish that these sessions will help you in your preparation, in your journey ahead. Keep on working hard, keep on giving your best, and I'm sure you'll do very well in the long run. So having said that, I'll take your leave for this week. I'll see you again next week. Till then, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy learning to all of you.